So welcome to RANsquawk CU morning briefing for Tuesday the 8th of September 2009. Just come out to around 9 o'clock now in London, so a quick recap of the overnight news and also where we stand in the markets at the moment. Firstly then, starting off in Asia, some commentary coming out of China with the central bank there has not indicated it was planning to shift monetary policy. That was according to the PBOC's Vice Governor Su Ning. Separately as well, according to a cabinet official, China economy is seeing more signs of economic strength, but Beijing will continue its stimulative policies because the recovery is still not very solid. Elsewhere out of Europe, from sources on Reuters, ECB's González Paramo said that markets might be reacting too optimistically to recent economic data. And elsewhere overnight, noting that the National Australian Bank showed that its measure of business confidence climbed 8 points to plus 18 points. It's best since October of 2003 and well above the long-run average as firms reported improving sales and profits. So Aussie dollar already trading firmer overnight, but commodity-related currencies have already taken a decent lift, so strength into the Aussie as well as the Canadian currency on the back of a rise in commodity prices. In particular, spot gold has been the real catalyst. Spot gold has climbed above 1,000 ounces for the first time since February. We're now trading up at $1,005 at the session high at the moment. As well, in tandem with that, the dollar index is currently down around 0.5%, and that in turn is seeing euro dollar and cable also up around 50 pips at the moment. In terms of UK related news flow, noting that the British retail sales fell on the year last month for the first time since May, as cost conscious customers refrain from splashing out on non-essential items. The BRC said the value of like-for-like sales fell 0.1% in August compared to the same month last year, after a 1.8% annual gain that was seen in July. Elsewhere, looking forward to today, Chancellor Alistair Darling will say in a major speech that Britain will need to cut spending when the economy fully recovers, but that any reductions in the budgets should be targeted away from the front line. In terms of equities at the moment, we are seeing marginally higher. We did see a positive finish in Japan with Nikkei up 0.7% and the Shanghai Composite up over 1% overnight. In terms of the FTSE CAC and DAX, we're coming up between 1 to 0.3%, being led very much by the oil majors and the basic materials stocks, as mentioned, with commodity prices off to a firm footing this morning. Also, a related note, all sector Barcap has upgraded to neutral from negative pre-market today. Looking specifically, Cadbury's, they continue to dominate most of the front pages, with a bidding war expected to erupt now for the company after, of course, their biggest shareholder backed that rejection of Kraft's 10.2 billion sterling approach. They are trading up around 2% at the moment in Cadbury shares, and also some further developments for France Telecom and Deutsche Telekom. France Telecom seen up around 2%, with Deutsche pretty much flat at the moment. Deutsche Telekom said itself and the company plan to merge their T-Mobile and Orange UK to create a new mobile champion and a new 50-50 joint venture. Deutsche Telekom says the merger and integration of T-Mobile UK with Orange UK should generate estimated synergies with a net present value in excess of €4 billion. So taking a look then towards the schedule for the rest of today, 9:30, so around half an hour, we'll look out for UK data. It will be the industrial and manufacturing production numbers for the month of July. And then we'll see the German industrial production figures at 11 o'clock. No major 1:30s or 3 o'clock numbers from the US today, but we'll see Canadian building permits at 1:30. US consumer credit, that'll be due at 8 o'clock London time, with ABC consumer confidence due after the market close. In terms of speakers, ECB's Weber, he is due this afternoon at 3:45 London time. And in fixed income, relatively busy, we'll be looking out in Europe for the Dutch 1.5 to 2.5 billion euro 10-year DSL tap. We'll then have a UK £3.75 billion 10-year also, bids in at 10:30. And we'll have reverse auctions today, both the Bank of England and the Fed this afternoon. And we'll see the 3-year notes, $38 billion US auction, usual time, 6 o'clock in London. That'll be midday in Chicago. Also, in Europe, we'll be keeping a close eye on how the syndicated launch of the new 30-year BTP comes out of Italy. Analysts looking at a range in the size of 5 to 7 billion euros.